something that usually took us about 37 hours to 55 hours of phone calls a week. We eliminated that totally, and now we just take care of emails within an hour a day. So my name is Burkai Earl. I am one of the owners of Elegant Comfort. We consist of three brothers and one dad. Our business started off with that living room, and then we kind of grew it, and now we operate out of over 140,000 square feet, which is approximately 3 or 4 football fields big in terms of just home goods and bedding. So we are one of the largest bedding manufacturers and sellers for e-commerce within the US. We do sell more than 3 million units a year. And, we are currently selling with Amazon, Walmart, Macy's, JCPenney, and almost every other big retailer. So we are definitely one of the top 5 to top 10 e-commerce bedding manufacturers out there in the US. We were definitely entertaining AI for customer support for almost 6 months now. With Front Desk AI, it was very user-friendly, and the AI voice itself was a lot more human-like, where I actually still have a couple people talking to it like it is a human. So I had to add in, this is a human AI auto receptionist in the beginning, because I had people talking like it was a human AI, telling its problems. And I'm talking about like actual personal problems to it, and it was just coping to it like a therapist, and it was funny. The peak season, which is usually Q4 for us, between September and Christmas time, around New Year's, there's always some type of lag and some type of issue that's always going on within our facility. So it kind of eliminated the fact that someone had to be at the phone 8 hours a day. We were always within here because we also have a warehouse setting. A driver's coming in, or someone else coming, or there's an issue with something else that something needs to be attained to that our customer service agents was getting out of their desk. So now instead of that, that's being responded pretty quickly. Something that usually took us about 37 hours to 55 hours of phone calls a week. We eliminated that totally, and now we just take care of emails within an hour a day. If sometimes you need extra support, or a customer calls in without an order number, it will create the ticket automatically, or it will send them a text message, and they'll be able to send pictures to the email that we request from them, instead of them calling in saying, okay, I'm going to get that to you. It just kind of eliminates the extra back and forth between the customer and the customer support. And then depending on the customer and the issue, whatever it may be, they're able to just get back, and the correct person is able to call them back instead of getting transferred back and forth with other people within the office. 90% of our problems is, where's my item? Or they're asking for tracking information, or it is between, we may have received a missed shipment or anything else, or sometimes they ask for like a second product to buy from us, like similar to what they received. So when the customer reaches out, they're able to get the response that they're looking for right away, create the ticket right away, and then the replacement gets shipped to them within 24 hours. Something that I really like is, before we had to limit and constrain ourselves, where the customer had to call in between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. because that was our working hours. The biggest problem with that, and the best benefit to that for us, was 9 to 5, yeah, we are all working, but our customers are also working, and they're not able to call within 9 to 5 within work. Are they going to call us during their coffee break, lunch break? When we have now the AI answering our phone calls past 5 p.m., where they're able to create the ticket, ease of mind, and then they're able to follow it up with an email or whatever needs to get done at their workday. So it's kind of a lot faster for them too, because now they don't have to wait till the next day to call and try to make time to return a $30 to $50 goods that they purchased from us. One thing that we did set up was for our wholesale accounts. In the case that we have someone that wants to buy wholesale from us, we create a completely different transfer call option, where it will create the ticket and send it to the person that's dealing with our wholesale side immediately. So it bypasses our customer service. Whereas before they would call customer service, then they would have to loop in the correct person. Now they get connected to them immediately, which is kind of great. If you think about it, if someone's trying to buy something for their Airbnb or for their hotel or for motel, whatever it may be, you really do have about 3 days or 2 business to 3 business days to close that lead, or else they're going to buy it from another bulk option online. Originally, we did a little soft launch, so we were able to kind of test out how it was doing it. I had each person from our office, warehouse, friends, family calling in about 50 to 100 phone calls to see how it was going to do for different cases, different scenarios. It needed a little bit of tweaking, but now that after like about a week of tweaking it, the AI is kind of still adapting and it's still getting better. Our skepticism was, is it going to be able to give the same human-like responses? And is our customers going to be happy? And I haven't seen any issues so far, which is pretty great. I've already recommended Front Desk Guide to a couple of my friends that own businesses. It really does make life simpler. Normally a person that's dealing with phone calls, they're also not dealing with phone calls just that. They also have a lot of other work that needs to get done, because there could be a day where you don't get phone calls. There could be a day where you are getting phone calls, at least for our company. With that being said, it allowed us to kind of shift the focus and shift the heavyweight to being able to be more productive. So I definitely would recommend Front Desk to a lot of other companies.